Welcome to the Painful Budgeter. I am Pain, and let's adjust this a little bit. I'm doing a no edit November in my other one, so I figured, what heck, I haven't done really a talking face in my budgeting channel, so I think I would do that and kind of talk about my frustrations at, well, one, doing two different channels and not really getting the traction on my other one, which, I have 200 and something subscribers, which is freaking awesome, but the budgeting channels are quite different than some of the other ones. And one, I'm not as active in some of the comment centers, so that's my problem, my fault. But a lot of times when you're doing a budgeting style channel, it's a lot of like, watch your stuff, you watch mine, and that type of video, which, it can work. It kind of keeps you motivated and keeps you accountable for budgeting. But if you're like trying to make money off of these things, it's really hard to get the following to actually take off unless you have that little extra something going on, or you're just putting out buku amounts of videos and stuff that's different enough from each other that people want to watch them. And so that's some of the things that I've noticed with mine. Mine I've kind of turned more to a batch filming, trying to get 3 in a week and keeping myself accountable. And my rabbit's in the background. If you hear a rattle, that's her. And I've kind of come to the decision that this channel is not going to make any money, which is fine, but this is more of a staying accountable for myself and, watching, some of the other videos, but I just don't feel like I'm as in touch with other people as I would like to be because of having 2 different channels, and the other channel I'm in a community that's really active. And so I end up focusing more on that, and I'm also doing a everyday type of channel, which is, doing a everyday type of challenges. And so that takes up a lot of brain power, so that's why I switched over to batch filming. So if you're actually starting to try to start a budgeting channel to make money off of it, you need to kind of take into account what you want your channel to be. Is this your channel that you're going to do most of your focusing on, and what you actually want to do with it? Because I could easily, if I had the brain power, because I am like ADHD, major squirrel, so I have a hard time finishing projects. And so just doing these 3 videos a week is accomplishment for me. And so I really don't care so much about the subscribers and the view count, and that, I love to have the view count and one day actually get monetized and get a little extra money coming in, because it kind of validates your hard work type of stuff. But is that what I'm going after? Not really, because if that's what I was going after, I'm failing wonderfully. And so if you're wanting to start a channel and hoping to make some money, or you're just trying to keep yourself accountable or make connections, you need to think about what you want your channel to be. And I am actually happy with just, having a couple people who comment, and I don't really care too much about having the big followers, because the people, oh gosh, my brain is just completely fried. The people, Plan with Desiree and the Sister Bees and SB budgeting, and some of the other really big names. They're like 10,000, 50,000 and more, who have all those huge followings. They're not just doing plain videos. They're doing like Etsy, and they're using YouTube and Instagram and some of these others as a platform to sell their product, which is a great thing to do, because then you can actually show what you have. You can get excited over, don't have any product to sell. So I need to understand that my channel is going to be a heck of a lot slower, and it's only going to be like, a smaller group of people who are actually on it weekly, which is fine, because then I get people I get to talk to, and it kind of reminds me to go and watch some of the other videos, and occasionally I'll go out and look for new people and watch some of their videos and stuff. But when I first started budgeting, that's what I was watching all the time. Attention span of an ADHD person, you get really into it and you get going, you learn about it, and then you start going down to another project, and then you get interested in that, and then some of your other previous projects kind of fall away. And that's how this channel has kind of gone, because I was watching all the channels. I was commenting constantly. I was had my favorite budgeters and all this stuff. And then when you start doing a channel, it's hard to keep up with some of the people you enjoy watching, because you're going after other people to get to watch your content. And if you're going to try to get people to watch your content, make sure you're going into the comment centers of people in your own range. Like if you have 100 people, look for some of the lower level ones. They will follow you, and you can make a really good community that way. And if you're trying to get some of the big names people, it ain't gonna work. But you can go into the comment centers and go down the rabbit hole of some of the other commenters and see if they have a channel and check out their channels. And a lot of times they will follow you. So there are ways, but you need to be really active and be very constantly there, like doing maybe some weekly or bi-weekly live videos and stuff like that, which I have fallen the wayside, but a lot of that's because of my money. Right now I don't really have the money to do any good savings and stuff, but I could always do a live thing of some craft that is budget related type of thing. I have learned how to do Canva and that type of stuff, and actually learned how to do the recording it on my computer, which that was the main reason for my budgeting channel, was not just to get a big following and get monetized. I really didn't think I would. I didn't think I had the attention span for budgeting and finances to do that type of stuff, which I'm totally fine with, because I thought I was going to be going down more of the artsy fartsy end of it, and maybe I would like to make some handmade stuff that I can, maybe this next year might focus more making the arts end of it, making stickers and that type of stuff, but actually making them handmade instead of like Canva or computer thing, and then uploading them to the computer and that type of stuff, and maybe making some challenges and do an Etsy thing. But I'm not worried about that this year, because I'm just trying to learn the computer end. And with my way of learning, I have a hard time, because I'm such a squirrel when it comes to learning. I'll be like, ooh, that's interesting. That's interesting. I need to learn this, because I need to learn how to do a record my thing, so I'm going to download, what is that? OBS. Okay, I need to do that. Do I have enough stuff in my computer? Can I actually download that? Okay, well, I'm going to have to learn how to debug my computer, so I'm going to go down that rabbit hole of computering and learning how to clean up my computer, so I can actually, because I only have 20 gigabytes left on my hard drive or something like that, so I need to learn how to make more room in it. And then I'm like, oh, well, it's my CapCut, it keeps having a lot of problems, so I'll delete that and add some more on there, and then I'm going to figure out how to do the CapCut so I can get my videos in the right spot, because they keep disappearing. And then I go down that rabbit hole, and then by the time I try to get the stuff that I wanted to do before, I've forgotten what I started wanting to do, which is OBS, and learning how to do that. So I finally get that done, and then I'm like, how do I record that? How do I put it in a file? Okay, well, my friend, she's online, and she's really computer literate. I'm not. So I go and play some video games with her and ask her, can you walk me through how to set up this stuff? And then go on to Discord to have her see my screen. She's like, oh, okay, this is how I do this, 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 and this. And there's like, well, there's something wrong with your computer, because this button's not working. And then find out there's my keyboard that's messing up the whole time. And finally figuring that out. And then realizing after the fact, because I am so computer phobic sometimes. And so it's taken me longer to learn some of these things. And it's not that the learning part is hard, because, I download this stuff and within a day I know it and it's pretty good. It's me doing it. But I have a hard time because, always, believe I can't do it type of thing. And that gets in the head and can mess you up. And so stuff that should be easy to learn, that is easy to learn, it's the doing part that I have the problem with. And which has delayed a lot of these different projects down the line, be it budgeting or be it my painful life channel, which is just I want to turn that into a crafty type of channel and that type of stuff, and just learning new things. Just from starting this channel, I have learned so much stuff. It's kind of fries the brain thinking of all the stuff I've learned, and me just having the patience to do it. So that's one of the reasons. I'm sorry, I am ADHD and I am totally scroll brain. So I had a plan to talk about the reasons why starting a YouTube channel can be difficult, and you gotta be realistic And I've kindly went off the deep end on it. So if anybody's still watching after the 10-minute mark, I really do appreciate it. But yeah, when you're starting up a new channel, be it budgeting, be it craft, be it whatever, you need to realize it doesn't happen all at once. If you're planning to get monetized, it takes a lot of work. It is a second job to do this type of stuff, because you gotta build your platform and how you want it to be, the type of product you want to put out there. Is it just going to be digital and you're not actually selling stuff? Or if you're selling stuff, you have to learn that end of it, like Etsy or what's the other one that starts with a K, or MySpace, or whatever the other selling product things is. And you need to learn that end so you don't get bit in the butt when it comes to taxes and all the other stuff and the legalese and what you can do and what you can't do on each different type of platform. And then what platform you want to do. Do you want to do all YouTube? Do you want to do some live streaming like Twitch or something like that, and like doing craft or budgeting and doing live streaming and have a little bit on that? Or do you want to do it Instagram type of stuff, or you're actually showing off the product that you do and doing a little bit of, a lot of that's not really video you do, but they're a little shorter. Sometimes you can, but you have to get enough. Oh my goodness, I got goobers. You have to have enough things. I haven't really gotten into the Instagram because I'm not really selling stuff, and I always see that as more of a selling or a way to project, put out the stuff that you want to do. And I'm just not really into that yet. I'm hoping to get to the point where I can sell some stuff, but I'm not entirely sure if I want to do more budget style or more craft. And I need to learn more about I want to learn how to draw, do different types of painting, and that's my goals for my other channel this next coming year. But yeah, for any channel you're doing, you need to ask yourself, where do you want to be in 2 months, 4 months, 6 months? And my goal for my channel was just to use the budgeting channel to learn how to do this stuff and to be able to save money to accomplish my goals, which was to be able to quit my my truck driving business and start, becoming more serious in the arts side of it, more of the YouTube. But to do that, I still needed another job, which is why I became a bus driver and a Uber driver type of stuff, so I can make some money. But even that is difficult because, one, I'm going from a paycheck every week to a pretty good sized paycheck to once a month, and at a part-time job. And then when you start doing it part-time, you start getting, if you've been doing something for so long and you're so burned out, by the time you get to the point of doing a part-time job, it's hard to get back in the mindset of a 15-hour work week type of thing, or 15-hour work day type of thing. And if you're going to do a part-time one thing and then a part-time YouTube or Etsy or whatever, altogether it's a 15-hour job or more. And I think I got burned out, and I have been struggling to put my mindset to actually do the YouTube thing. And whichever channel I decide to do as the main channel, I'm leaning more towards the budgeting channel, being more of the aesthetic, quick and easy games that you can just kind of watch in the background, a little talking, and more of the crafty, the happy planner type of stuff that you can kind of just, watch and see how it begins and ends type of stuff, because I enjoy watching those type of things. And so it's kind of leaning more towards that. But at one time I wanted to be one of those people who are like really animated and have a big ass, excuse my language, a big following, and have all the Etsy stuff, and they're very good at I am not a saleswoman. I just come to realization I am not a good saleswoman, and it's going to take me a lot of time to figure out how to be a saleswoman. So I need to make the base, get the fundamentals down first, because of the way I learn. It takes me longer a lot of times, but when I do, I can do it pretty well. It's just getting the motivation and the ability to continue doing that type of stuff. So if you're starting and you're feeling frustrated that you're not getting the views, just remember, budgeting can be very hard if you don't have a good community behind you, and it takes a lot to build that community, and it doesn't happen overnight. So start out not with a video. Start out in the community centers. Start out in the being part of the vlogs, being blessed. What is her name? Oh my God. she started out, it had 2 videos on, and she already has 200 subscribers because she was active. Something blessed. I will put it in the comments. I'll put it on big screen. Maybe I'll even go and record her channel and put it over the thing. But she started out perfectly. She knew what she wanted to do. She wanted to be a budgeter. She wanted to do some videos. She's high energy, and she is very, very active in the community, in just, in the background, talking on the comments, talking to other people, being active in every live and that type of stuff. And she grew a following without actually having her channel up. But she always mentioned she was going to have a channel. So we all subscribed to her, waiting for that video to drop. And it dropped like a bombshell. And it's an awesome video. So go and see Blessed. Hashtag add her name right here, Holly. But yeah, that is the way to do it. You need to gather the love of the people before you start, and be in those chats. Make the time to catch the lives, talk with the people, be very active before you start. But also, you can do some, maybe some budgeting and just, keep it to yourself type of thing, and just make it unlisted and that type of stuff. And you can do it either way. You can start out just putting budgeting ones and using that as to figure out how to do the editing and all this stuff. Or you can be active in the, I was kind of active, but not fully like some other people I probably should have, and just getting your name out there and talking and becoming your personality. And some of these people out here, in these budgeters, they are their personality, and their personality is freaking awesome. And it's just like, coming over to your sister's house who has a new project, and she just wants to show it to you and show you how she does it. So, because if she can do it, so can you. And these people are just so animated. It's so fun to watch. And I have kind of lost the thrill of watching some of these other budgeters, which was really sad because I got so involved in other things. And by the time I sat down, I'm batch filming. I'm so exhausted. By the time I get done, I'm like saving one day to watch some of these channels. But it can be very repetitive. So it's very hard to get motivated, especially if you're going out to find new subscribers and new people who are just starting out as well. Because when you're starting out, you're not as entertaining. Because you're still trying to figure it out. And you're still trying to figure out who you want to be on internet. Be yourself. It's a lot easier to be more yourself constantly. But also, listen to your videos when you rewatch them. See if you need to add more things. If you're a more monotone type of person, you might need to add, be a little more, put a picture up, say, hey, make sure my voice is a little higher, or a little more animated type of stuff. There's things that I rewatch some of my videos and I'm like, ooh, I need to change that. And even watching some other videos, it's like going, okay, they need to adjust some of their sound. Or, might not even have sound. Right now I'm not even using sound because I completely forgot to plug the thing in, which I will do later. In here I really don't need it because it's a good sound, just because it's a small room, so it has pretty good sound. But if I'm outside, I need to have, the stuff. Anywho, I've been talking top of my brain for the last 20 minutes. Hopefully someone will see this and can understand my squirrel brain going from one thing to another. I might even put it up, who knows. But if you make it this far, hashtag squirrel brain, getting started. Or just one of those little squirrel thingies. But thank you for sticking with me. And, I know some of my channels isn't as active as some of the other ones. And for every person who comes and just hops in for 5 minutes or even more, I really, really, really do appreciate it. So thank you so much for everybody who's, just kind of checked out the channel and not. And so in this next video, it should be coming out in a couple days. I'm going to be doing my happy planner because I've been really kind of burned out because of work, starting a new job, being single and never having kids, and then deciding I'm going to be a freaking school bus driver because no stress at all. Oh, my first week. Oh, I'll have to talk about that in my next, in my thing. It's going to be very amusing. But let's just say the fry sauce was thrown. Had to get a new bus because cameras of mine was not so good. But yeah, I'm going to be doing my my first calendar for Christmas, and I got some stickers. I've been practicing some of my drawing, so I might do some drawing. And that way I'm going to try to do one page of hand-drawn calendar thing as well each month, because I want to try to improve on that. Like I said, one of these days I wouldn't mind opening an Etsy store, having some budgeting things as well as maybe it's just some other type of, you know, coffee cups or whatever type of thing, if I can get a saying going that everybody likes. Squirrel mode. Maybe I'll have to do a thing with squirrel mode or something like that. Looking for the, I think this nut was over here somewhere. Anyways, I usually try to keep my things under 15 minutes now, because no one really likes it. If you're going to a channel and you're looking for things to watch, especially in budgeting, and you're trying to catch as many different types of budgeters as you can, try to keep your videos about 10 minutes. People will watch more of them. And then later on, if you do get monetized, you can actually put commercials in anything above like 8 minutes or so. So, helpful hint, try to keep them about 10 minutes, 10, 15. If you can get a couple even shorter ones in there, just to get some of the watch hours and stuff, because, you know, if you see a 5-minute video, I'm like, oh, I can do that really quick. You can always split up some of your videos if you have a very long one. Make a separate intro, so if you have to separate one or cut it in half because it's too long, you can put an intro in. I always forget to do that. I'm gonna go onto Canva and write down some dialogue and some sort of things, so I have an intro every day, and I can have it pre-recorded and stuff it in my computer. And then when I have to cut these things in half, snip, 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 I can drop one of those things in. Anywho, all right. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. # squirrel mode activated. I don't know. Time to get the happy planner started. See you next time. Love you all. Bye.